Hello, Potted Together family. Today I wanted to give you a sneak peek of my personal podcast setup that I have here in my house. Becca, Nicole, and I wanted to do a video just showing you guys how we set up our space to record the podcast. All three of us are in different locations in this country, yet we can still set up a space and record a podcast together that sounds like we're in the same room sitting and having a chat. So I wanted to show you what I use to record the podcast, and it is behind this door. This is the closet in my bedroom, and that is where I record. Let's go. There we have it, the state-of-the-art podcast studio. Okay, so here we are all set up, and right here is where I sit. I brought in a cushion because that is a lot more comfortable than sitting on the tile floor. But I have a stool in here. On the stool is a tripod holding up my cell phone, my microphone, my notepad, and a pen because I am trying so hard not to interrupt whenever I have a thought, but sometimes when I have a thought and I don't say it right away, I forget it, so I make notes when we're talking to come back to ideas that I had. And then over here, you have my computer, which is connected into the microphone. And then up here, I have a light because I am in this closet. There is not much light except for the overhead. So when I'm on the FaceTime call with Becca and Nicole, it's a lot easier for them to see me with that light. And the last thing that I always do for my setup is I put a sock over my microphone. I do understand that that might be a little bit weird, but what the sock over the microphone does is it acts as a pop filter. You have seen like recording artists or other podcasters have a microphone and then they have a kind of what looks like a circular screen in front of the microphone. That filter cuts out all of the pop sounds in your voice. A budget-friendly way to do it is just put a sock over your microphone because it works very similarly. And I know it might be a little confusing that I record in a closet, but the reason I do that is because that is the best sound quality, because all these clothes surrounding me absorb the sound, so it doesn't sound like I'm in an empty room. There's no echo. If you're a creator, if you're a YouTuber or whatever, if you have to do voiceover work for anything, or your videos, TikToks, Instagram, etc., do it in a closet or a blanket for it, because that will absorb the sound and not have it sound like you're in this great big room. It'll be a nicer quality, so that's why I record in the closet. It's actually pretty comfortable in here. It does in the summer get very hot, so a lot of the times when we're recording, I'm like, if I'm not talking, I'm sitting here fanning the door open just so I can get some airflow. Because if I had a fan in here, you would hear it in the audio. That's my setup. We record the podcast on GarageBand on our computers. We FaceTime on our phones. I have a Bluetooth headphone in, so I can hear Becca and Nicole on the FaceTime call. My microphone is only picking up my audio from my mouth. It's recording what I'm saying and not what Becca and Nicole are saying. That way we have 3 clear tracks of audio that I can combine in post-production to make it sound like we are all sitting around a table chatting.
Hello everyone. So I guess it's my turn to show you my podcasting space. And my podcasting space is a little bit less organized than Adam and Nicole. I'm certain of it because I've just moved, as we know, and I haven't really set it up yet. So we're kind of going to set it up together. Okay, nobody cringe, but this is what it currently looks like. Oh, yikes. Okay, so it looks really bad because I was working on a project last night, and again, I just moved and everything is in places where I don't know where they are, so I was digging through a lot of things in order to find it. So anyway, today I'm going to just make the space. So you can see I'm standing on a carpet because I need it to be a little bit better soundproof wise. So I thought buying a carpet would be helpful. We will see about that. Hopefully I don't have to crawl underneath my desk to do this. But okay, I guess I'll do like a time lapse or something and clean this up, put out the carpet, and put my desk in there. One good thing about being a human who sews is always having tablecloths because I have large cuts of fabric. So they basically double as tablecloths a lot of the time, and it works out really nicely. So now that I've made my stack where I'm going to keep my computer and microphone and everything, I'm just going to cover it with this cactus print. I'll give you a quick look at my equipment so that you know what I'm using. But I have Bose Quiet headphones. These are a custom color rose gold. They were a birthday present and they're wireless, which is really great. For my mic, I use the Blue Yeti. I think that it's really, really easy to use. And obviously we'll have all this stuff linked down below if you're interested, but I just find it really easy to use, and you can change up the settings to better capture your audio. And then of course I have my laptop. It's just a MacBook Air 11-inch.
Hello guys, and welcome to my podcast filming setup. This is not it. I'm starting here because it's good light. I'm gonna take you down into a very dark space where I film the podcast and show you my setup. I'm hoping that we can kind of still get the feel of the podcast setup and leave the lights as they are, but it may be a little dark, so I might have to turn the lights on. So let's go downstairs. Here is my setup. So I'm gonna turn the light on so you could see it a little bit better because this is dark. Better. But I usually record with the lights off because I tend to just get a headache because there is a light that shines like straight down on the couch here. But this is where I film. This is Jay's office, or a corner of Jay's office. And I have this mic stand here that he actually lets me use because it's super convenient, because then I have the mic here. And I put my phone on this little stand here. There's a piece that's not there yet because we're not recording for another hour or so, but I'll have my phone here so I can FaceTime them, record the podcast, and then the mic is plugged in, well, not right now, but it's plugged into my computer, and then we record our audio through GarageBand. So it's super easy. It's really just a super comfortable setup. I have this moving blanket in front of it, so it kind of blocks sound and just makes the sound better. But yeah, this is pretty much it. I love it. Little candle, ZZ Raven. That's the only plant that I have nearby. Hope you guys like it. Originally, I really wanted to record in my office. This is my office space. It's much more aesthetically pleasing for a plant channel, but you guys don't see me anyway. And I realized really quickly that my office is not insulated. Well, I knew that, but my office is not insulated, so sound bounces everywhere, and it just didn't sound the best, which is why Adam and Becca record in closets. So because Jay's office is carpeted and I have that blanket in front of me, it really works a lot better because I have hardwood floor in my office, and like I said, it's not insulated. You can hear out in the backyard. It's really windy today, so you can hear all that. And when you're trying to get really good audio for a podcast, you have to be careful that you don't pick any of that up because it's hard to edit that in post. So to make things easier on our friend Adam, I just record in my husband's office. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that little snippet.
If you're not already, make sure that you subscribe to our channel so that you won't miss any of our updates.
And for me personally, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting the podcast. Thank you for supporting me, for supporting Becca and Nicole, all three of us in our venture. This project has been really fun, and it's been exciting and very enjoyable. So I'm glad that other people are liking it. It just fills my heart with joy. So thank you for your support and for your kind words and your love.
If you have any ideas for a fun collab for all of us to do together, go ahead and leave it in the comments down below and we will be reading those.
And we'll see you over on the pod. Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Bye!